Hey everybody, Steve here at Autohitch.com, and today we're going to do an SEO audit. It's going to be short, but it's going to be very, very thorough. And wouldn't be thorough, it'd be effective and short. Thorough wouldn't be short. So it's going to be short and effective. But what we're actually going to do today is, and my goal here is to kind of highlight the importance of SEO, right, and give you two glaring examples of something that your dealership's probably also suffering from and maybe not doing, needs to take a look at, that you can change and see improvements in traffic overnight. Okay, so this actually is for Sheehan Buick GMC in Lighthouse Point, Florida. It's a South Florida dealership, and this is for Ed. So I'm going to say hi, Ed, right now. So he's going to be able to share this amongst his team, and hopefully also pass on that to pass on the importance to them and what's going on, what I know, and maybe we can get in there and do some more work. But for you guys, for Ed, this is just going to be a highlight, just to really hit home, say, hey, whoa, yeah, there's something going on here, we can fix it. And the best part is it's for organic traffic, and that's free. So let's get into it right now without further ado, so we can highlight the points. Now, I can get into all this stuff, and I will get into it in a second, but I want to capture your attention with something big first. When I first look at this tool, okay, and this is an SEO tool. This company is called Ahrefs. I'm looking at organic keywords, organic traffic. Okay, now organic keywords, I'm going to go to a competing dealership locally, Coral Springs GMC. Okay, they're right down the road. They have fewer keywords, fewer domains referring in. Okay, so that's other businesses basically citing their dealership. Okay, so Coral Springs has less websites referring to them, saying, yeah, we're doing work with that business. Okay, fewer backlinks, we'll get into that too. Their ratings, their domain ratings, their URL ratings are also lower. Their overall rating globally is lower, more than half lower. Okay, yet look at the traffic. Coral Springs 3.4 thousand, 2.3 thousand. Okay, the traffic value, and again, this is just an estimate, the traffic value is $14,000. Okay, so if they were going to sell, if you had like a blog and you're going to sell a site, you could say to somebody, hey, the traffic I have is worth $14,000. You notice pay-per-click here is $0, pay-per-click here is $13. Okay, so they're probably doing something different in the pay-per-click, but I don't do much with the pay-per-click, so I can't necessarily tell you about that. Let me go to the paid. Yeah, so the paid search here. This is something. Hey Ed, you can screenshot this, look at this, and maybe you can tell me more about this, because I don't necessarily do the paid advertising. I've dedicated myself to really being thorough with the organic search. You can screenshot this, pause it here, take a look at it, and maybe this will tell you something, because then when I go over here, I don't see anything for Coral Springs. Okay, so I'm not sure, maybe they're not running ads or something's going on there, but that's for you to figure out. But I just want to highlight, so you have more traffic on a website that's doing less of everything. Okay, and of course that stuck out to me. Well, why the heck is that going on? So let's look at the top pages. Now when I look here, this particular part is top pages. Okay, so this is the pages, these are the pages that are on the website that are getting the most traffic. All right, so you see where the value is, right? 994 are going to the main, 269 are going to still the main. I'm not sure. So this looks like the secure, and this actually looks like an unsecured version, if I'm not mistaken. No, this is secured, so let me see what this is. I'm not sure, we'd have to look at that. Yeah, so it looks like what's happening. See, if I go to this, no, I don't know. Okay, I'd have to look into that and see exactly what this link is versus this. So it has, well, maybe it's coming from the keyword, and that's the page. But anyway, we have Sheehan Buick GMC. Okay, welcome page, vehicle search results. Okay, search used. They're coming in for different. Okay, so that's apparently what it is. It's telling us, going back to that, it's telling us that people are going to the main page here for Sheehan GMC. People are going to the main page here for GMC South Florida. So it's the keyword that's bringing them to the page. So most people are coming here looking for Sheehan. The second most amount of people are coming to the main page are coming because they typed in GMC South Florida. Okay, so when I'm looking at all these, I see the pages. So lease specials, vehicle search results. Okay, so search results is Sheehan pre-owned, so they're looking for a vehicle, right? They're looking for something to buy. They're going in for the search. They want to search for a vehicle on Sheehan Buick GMC, or maybe they came across the listing on Google and that's how they got in. Collision center, service, you all know what those are, right? Service and parts. Now let's go to Coral Springs, okay, and let's see what their top pages are. Organic keywords, top pages here, okay. Now notice, okay, obviously again their main page is their breadwinner. It's Coral Springs GMC. That's their breadwinner, and it's about the same traffic, 994, right? 969, almost the same traffic to say, okay, people are going directly to us, people are going directly to you. Now here's where everything starts breaking up, okay, for Sheehan versus Coral Springs. Terrain lease specials, Acadia lease specials, Encore lease specials, Yukon specials, GMC lease specials, Buick Enclave lease. You get the picture, right? Look at the keywords: GMC Acadia lease, Buick Encore lease, Yukon lease, GMC specials. These are all things people are typing in to find out where are the Yukon specials, where are the Encore specials, where are the Acadia lease specials. When I go to GMC, Sheehan, Lighthouse GMC, Lighthouse GMC, Lighthouse GMC, Sheehan GMC, Lighthouse GMC, Collision Center. These are your main pages that you're ranking for, but the problem is that they're all people who are already trying to find you, okay? Coral Springs is ranking for people who are going for general terms. Look at the traffic: 372, 574, 298, 245, and these aren't anything even related. The only one related so far is Coral Springs GMC. GMC lease specials. Let me see. So GMC Fort Lauderdale is the first time we get into a term where someone might just be looking for their particular dealership and not a generic GMC term, and that's all the way down at 10, okay? GMC South Florida, Lighthouse GMC. Your terms are full of things related just specifically for you. This is GMC Del Rey, that's not even you. Sheehan used cars. I mean, I'm going all the way down here. So GMC truck dealers. So this would be the first term that isn't related specifically to someone trying to find you, and it's all the way down here at 23, and you have a volume of 8. 8 people, okay, have put in GMC commercial truck dealers and gone to Sheehan, versus you have Coral Springs, who's nailing all of these terms, okay? Now look at their positions. 5, 5, 2, 4, 4, 4. These are their positions in Google search, okay? So let me see if we can go here and we can find out. So they're number 2. Let me see. They're number 5 here. So let's see who's ahead of them. So if I'm gonna click this open, and it's gonna tell me about this search term. Okay. So Buick Encore lease, the parent topic. So here you see Buick Encore lease. So that's the word they were ranking for that got people to that page, right? Now, I think I have to go back. Yeah, I do have to go back. So what I wanted to see was how many people. So listen, I'm just going to go back real quick and see when we go back. So I think I went on Buick Encore lease, right? So they're getting 298 in the traffic. So 298 clicks, okay? And they're only ranking 5th in organic traffic, or 5th. Actually, I think this might count paid, okay? So they're in the 5th position, but we're going to find out. We're going to dive in. They're in the 5th position for this, and they're still getting 298 people to that every month. So let's open that up. And again, here's the term here. Here's the parent topic. Now, what this means is Google's kind of identified that when someone's looking for Buick Encore lease, the overall topic is they're looking for a Buick lease deal, right? Which I think we can all agree on. I won't get into this. This is educational stuff, but I won't get into that. This right here, this is confusing, but what I'm basically going to tell you is the more jagged stuff there is here, the more Google's saying we can't figure out what people are looking for. Okay, so that's why that's kind of hard to rank for. It's hard to predict, hard to know why they're doing what they're doing necessarily. But I'm here just to try and figure out, well, they're number 5. Who else is in here? Okay, so we have Edmunds, leasehacker.com, Buick. Okay. We got a featured snippet from CBS News. So CBS News has the snippet. So this is going to be 5 best lease deals. So that's just a news article, but they're number 1 with a featured snippet. These are the kind of things you want to get, because this puts you at the top, and you're going to be down here too. Somewhere. Where's the see? So here's the CBS News article down here, number 8, and you're the featured snippet twice on the same page. Okay. But look who they're right next to. Edmunds, Cork BUMC, I guess that's another dealer somewhere, okay? SweeneyBuick.com. There's the CBS News. They're right behind Edmunds. Coral Springs Buick GMC, guys, is right behind Edmunds. Okay, look at the rank of Edmunds in the world. 4.1 thousand, 39 million. Okay, but what I want to kind of highlight for you guys when you think about going forward, okay, we haven't covered this yet, is the domain rating and the backlinks to the particular article. Here's what I want you to see, okay? This is going to tell you the strength of your competition, okay? 0 and 0. There's nobody referring to this page. This is 2017, okay? This is amazing. This is 2017. Let's click on that and see what's going on. Okay, so this is even sad. Okay, so look at the top here. Look at the title. I'm up at the top, but look at the title. They haven't changed the title tag. It still says 2017 Buick Encore Lease Special, and it's for a 2018 ad. We could nail this. We could knock this guy right out of 5th place. No questions asked. He's got no links coming to this page, okay? Edmunds even only has 1 and 1, and I don't care what the domain is. If you can make something that's informative and you can put some content, maybe even a video on that page, you can outrank them as well, okay? Now it starts to get obviously more difficult when you get up here to Buick. You're not going to outrank them, but Lease Hacker, okay, that's going to be a little bit more difficult, but good Lord, I mean, you're getting good traffic from this. They're getting, and the greatest thing is that they haven't changed the title tag. I mean, it's just so easy to pick off. I really hope they don't see this. You guys are able to take advantage of this, okay? But the point of this is that you guys understand. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted, okay? But here's what's going on. They have these pages. Let's go back to the top pages. Sorry. So going back to the overall point, okay, they're ranking for these generic terms. They're getting traffic from these generic terms, and you guys over at Sheehan Buick GMC are just not doing that. You're getting traffic for people who are already trying to find you. You want to extend out there for people who aren't looking for you yet, right? They're just looking for that information. And I know I've mentioned this kind of to Ed before, and I try to get this in front of dealers as much as possible, that listen, people are out there making their decision, and there's a point at which they try to find you. And of course you want to make it so that you're found, right? You want to pay for your AdWords and your Google ads and all your advertisements, and you want to spend all that tens of thousands of dollars so that when they're looking for a GMC dealership, for example, in a certain area, that they find you first. However, it's cheaper and more valuable that they find you while they're deciding which car they want to buy, which is when they're looking at, and I don't have it here, but those pages, lease deals, this, that, the other thing, that's when they're deciding on what they want to buy, ladies and gentlemen, and that's where you want to be. And it's cheaper to be there, and you get more traffic, and you build what none of you have with consumers: trust. None of you have it with consumers. And if you're giving them information when they're looking for it and you're not selling them on something, now you are selling them on something, it's just to the point where you're actually providing value other than the sale, okay, that builds the trust. And that's what no dealers are really concerned with right now. And that's what I want to tell Ed. That's what I want Sheehan to know. And that's what I want anybody watching this video to know. That's where you want to start shifting your focus for the future. Everyone out there is ad fatigued. We're ad fatigued. Think of yourself as a consumer. Do you want to see ads on your Facebook and Instagram feeds? Heck no. Nobody else does either. The entire country, the entire world is ad fatigued. That's why you see Facebook knocking down businesses. If you do your social media for your dealership, you notice that a couple years ago, you could do a lot with Facebook ads. You can't do anything now with Facebook ads compared to what you used to be able to do and the traffic that you could get, because Facebook recognizes its users don't want to see ads. They want to see their friends. They want to see popular videos. Okay, it's the same thing with Google, ladies and gentlemen. People are not going to continue to look at who's in the paid ad space. They are, and you're going to get business from that, but you need to start valuing this organic traffic, okay? So let's get on to number 2, because no, we're not done yet. This is another perfect example. And let me show you. Let me go to Yukon Lease, okay? Let me go to this page. here. Actually, no, it wasn't this one. Let's go to GMC Terrain Lease Specials. I need to find the particular page. Lease Specials, Enclave Lease, Frontal Lease Specials, Buick Dealer near Fort Lauderdale. This might have been it. Okay, perfect example. Let's find, if I can, Sheehan Buick Service, Sheehan Used Cars. I know there was something, so GMC, new vehicle surface parts. I know there was something here, Lease Specials Fort Lauderdale. Is this it? Okay, here you go. Now look at these pages. It's not right. Look at these pages side by side. Okay, you see a lot of similarities here, right? Because they're probably using the same. Ed will probably confirm that with me. You guys are probably both using. Oh man, what's the name of that? What's the name of that company? I have it right here. CDK, yeah. You guys are probably both using CDK, so that's why there's a lot of similarities here. But I want you to notice now is you're typing this stuff out. Okay, they're typing the same things, and again, you can all clean this up. You don't want to span the whole page. People don't want to go like this. It seems tiring. They don't want to go through that. Okay, they want that nice vertical clean look, but that's not the point we're trying to make here. I want you to notice how they link. Okay, now look at this. See these links, right? And you guys have a link too. You can email us. Okay, and I think that's the only link. So this is Sheehan, and you have one link in here, which is email us. And let me see, I believe this goes to the contact page. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually good to do. The only problem is that you've only linked out. You've only, I would say link out. Linking out means like, okay, we're going to mention Edmunds and we'll link out to a completely different site, which is edmunds.com. This is internal linking. Okay, internal linking is extremely valuable, and what this is basically doing, and you guys got to get rid of her. What this is basically doing is, you at certain points through here, you want to say something about, you know, Lighthouse Point GMC dealership location. Link to a map, right? Link to a map right here, because Google's going to look at that and go, wow, they're linking internally to a map of their dealership. We see that the anchor, so what this is called is anchor text. Okay, don't think of it as a boat, don't get confused about it, but what's going to happen is Google's going to look at that and go, Lighthouse Point Buick GMC location, there's a map, boom, you know, 1 + 1 is 2, and you get some points for that, right? Because you're helping someone who might have found this article, right? If I just found this article, if I'm looking for lease specials in Fort Lauderdale and I just came across this article, where's Sheehan Buick GMC? Right? I mean, I know I can go here, but I want to help people find that. Okay, where do I have to go? Let's see, we got some car listings here. Is there a map down at the bottom? Okay, yeah, see, here you go right here. But this isn't a link. Google likes to see these links. It's just an internal thing. It's just like you're helping. You know what? I don't even want to speculate on why Google does it. I just know they like it. They like internal links. Okay, now if you go over here, now look at this, GMC Yukon. Where are they linking? Their listing page for Yukons. You see that? GMC Sierra, we don't need to go that. Now you got Buick sales near Fort Lauderdale, Florida. They're linking out to the Enclave, to the La Crosse. No, I'm sorry, to the Encore and the Enclave. With a huge car inventory. Okay, look where they go. Available inventory. So they link out to their specific searches. So if I go to Buick La Crosse, right, this is going to show me the Buick La Crosses. And then down below, they're linking out to their inventory. And they put it in normal language. So with a huge used car inventory. So somebody that's doing this site is doing SEO. Somebody on Coral Springs understands the value in SEO. Now again, they don't, I guarantee you this title tag right here is probably matching a lot of, I think I did run them through a software called Screaming Frog, and a lot of their title tags are the exact same. They're identical, which is very, very bad for SEO. If you were to clean that up, you would see a massive improvement in your SEO and in your ranks and in your traffic. I'm sorry, I'll try to knock out all that other stuff and just say, if you clean that up, more people will go to your site. That's the best way to say this to get your attention. You're linking internally to things here. It's part of the normal ebb and flow. order GM parts online using our GM parts order form. You see how that is? And look at this. Where are they going to go? To their GM parts order form. And it's in their link up there, parts order form. I would put GM parts order form, but it's not that big of a deal. You go up here, Buick and GMC parts in Coral Springs. I would put Buick and GMC order form. I would try to make this all match a little bit, trying to get, but I guess GMC parts. But see, you see with the goal, and I'm getting a little bit off here, but I just want to kind of get a little educational. You want to try and match the keyword at some points in here. You got parts, and parts, but if GMC parts is your keyword, GMC parts, see GMC isn't in here. GMC parts is here. So you kind of want to get that same keyword in here and just match those things up so Google can say, okay, here's the title, here's a link, here's the H1 tag, right? This is the H1, so the heading 1 tag, and I see that keyword in there. I know what this page is about. If you have things that are a little bit different, Google's going to look at that and go, I'm not sure, I'm going to give it a score of blank on what I think it's about. You don't want Google even partially wondering what that page is about. You want it to know for sure. That's going to increase your rankings, okay? So that's what they're doing here. So we've identified 2 things, right? For you guys over at Shein, you got to start doing some internal linking here. Make it common in the language, right? Approach is to finance a car. Guess where that needs to go? Finance a car. Guess where that guess where you can link that to your financing. Where is that? Where's that? Finance, pre-qualify. Boom. Finance a car. Okay, there's a link. And what happens is when the spiders, the Google spiders, crawl your site, they crawl from page to page to page. Okay, so if your pages are internally linked, and that's one of the benefits of internally linking, if your pages are internally linked, they essentially go from your home page down to another page, through another page, and if all the pages are all linking together, major kudos from Google, sorry, and that's going to help you in your search rankings. Okay, so we've identified some major things for you guys here today. And of course, if anybody else is watching this and has any questions, please feel free to leave those in the comment section below in this video if you're watching in YouTube, or also leave those if you're watching on the Autohitch blog. I'm going to throw this video on the Autohitch blog and do a little write-up on it. If you're on there, please comment there as well and ask your questions there. More than happy to answer those questions for you guys, and maybe we'll take a look at your website too and help you out a little bit. Okay, so it's been a good conversation, you guys. Hope to speak to you soon, and Ed, I'll talk to you later about everything you see here.